The Kylie Winfrey chimes in next. Who has the best mascot in the NFL?
I love mascot questions. All right. I mean, because they don't have. It's not like college football. They don't have a lot of the live mascots. The best mascot in the NFL. It's definitely not the Eagles. Chelsea. It's not the Eagles. Who's the best? I mean,
Vikings.
The Vikings have a great one.
Vikings might be my choice there.
To me, here's the best uniform in the NFL is the Raiders, in my opinion. Second best might be the Niners.
I love the Niners uniform.
So to me, if any of the Raiders have the best uniform, they probably have to be up there as far as like best mascot, right? Because it's obviously the helmet and the colors, like that's part of and the classic, like the idea of like, the autumn wind is a Raider, like all the NFL films, videos I grew up watching. Like I feel like the Raiders probably for me win this, even though again, it's not about the mascot, it's more about the uniform and who they are. But I feel like that's my answer, maybe.
Mascot, it's the Viking.
The Viking for you?
Viking for me, yes. Uniforms, I go Niners 1, Steelers 2. I love this because it's just classic, traditional, hasn't changed over time. Like what it is.
So I think of does any NFL team have a live mascot?
Is there a jaguar floating around the?
Because think about how many live mascots in college. Like there's a tiger. There's a steer.
There's plenty of bulldogs.
There's dogs.
There are war eagle birds. Yep.
Well, technically, Auburn's mascot's not an eagle.
It's not the war. Yeah, I know it's not. Yeah, Auburn Tigers, but war eagle is in the circles.
It is kind of interesting. Like they're like an eagle, sort of like
Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie. Yeah, Ralphie. I want to do a Ralphie run one time. We interviewed the handler for Ralphie, and she said we can never do it. Unless you're like they wouldn't even let Dion do it. Like he's not only if you've been a handler, you can actually do that. It's a major there. Like it's obviously very important.
Deal.
Yeah. There's no live mascots, right? I mean, does Seattle have a hawk? They fly a hawk before a game?
No, they got the 12s and they ring that bell or whatever it is. Or
there's no live mascots, huh? The Lions should have a lion next season.
I want the Lion to have a lion. The Lions to have a lion. The Bears to have a bear. You send a big grizzly bear out there to
just have it roam the field beforehand.
Mean people.
Yeah, no live mascots. Panthers bring a panther. There are a lot of mean. We could have
I was gonna say there are plenty of mean ones. It's just they're not actually real. But that's why the Viking just kind of looks.
It's a great mascot. Cool. The skull chant's pretty cool.
Yes, very cool.
Yeah,
very very cool. Speaking of the Steelers. Steeler fan RJH, which team has the best stadium in the NFL? I want you to start because I want to know as a player the player viewpoint which best stadium to play in from a surface best stadium or as a road team, the stadium you least liked going to? Give me some a player.
Okay, so I've been out now for 7 years, so a lot of the new stadiums I didn't play in, obviously. The newest one I think I played in at the time was I played in Dallas, I played in Arizona, which is sort of fairly new at the time. Okay, so when I played, the worst was easily Oakland Coliseum, not a question. The Oakland Coliseum Bear, the visiting locker room was the same as the visiting clubhouse for baseball. So it's the same size, except we have double the personnel, triple the personnel, obviously. And the toilets were bad, it backed up. But for the most part, NFL locker rooms, road locker rooms were pretty okay. College is where you get the variance of just ridiculous visiting locker rooms. Cal's locker room at Memorial Stadium was just atrocious. It was the worst locker room I've ever seen in my life. I think it was on purpose, right? They try to make it as bad as possible. The best NFL stadiums to me are the ones I like the atmosphere the most, right? So, again, I've only played in some of them. Mm-hmm. I think I played in 31 before I retired, so I've been to most of them. So obviously some games are more impactful, some were others. I know the Chiefs, I'm a Chiefs fan, have the record for the loudest stadium in the NFL. I was there when we set the record originally as a Chiefs when I was there in 2013. And it's not a great method for determining which is the loudest field. So what they did is they basically put the Guinness World Record guy with a microphone in the corner of the end zone and said cheer now everyone, okay? And we broke the record for noise at the end of the game when we were winning by a lot and the stadium wasn't even full. So I'm kind of like, this guy's got to come to the midfield at midfield on 3rd and 10 and tell me what's the last stadium. To me, it's Seattle. Seattle, New Orleans, Kansas City, a lot of stadiums. New Orleans is very fun to play in because the Superdome is kind of funky. The seats are multicolored and like, you know, try to hide people not being there. And so most pro stadiums are pretty bland. I mean, college is where you get the atmospheres. To me, the Rose Bowl will never be beat as far as setting and atmosphere. They have great locker rooms there as well. So long-winded answer to say, I mean, the Rose Bowl is my favorite ever. In the NFL, Seattle, New Orleans, Kansas City, just like the loudness. I'll tell you what, Philly, we played there 2 night games with the Giants. That place is raucous, man.
Yes.
Philly gets loud and crazy. Atlanta's, Dallas, sort of Arizona, big stadiums, but and it's not really loud for being a dome. Ford Field is kind of interesting because it's a dome, but it has a flat roof.
It's kind of like SoFi has.
Most domes, but most domes sort of have like a bubble-ish sort of. Ford Field is flat. It's kind of interesting setup, but that's my stadium rundown.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.